Hello and welcome to part 3 of Inside My Studio. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. In this episode, I'm going to share with you some of my other storage solutions. Having looked at your paper and pencils, I still have loads of other art supplies and bits and pieces. So I'm just going to share with you some of the ideas and things I've come up with for good storage that I use. So hopefully you'll find it interesting. So this is one of my favourite storage solutions that I recently purchased from IKEA, and I have to say it has been a godsend. As you can see, I've got 2 of their pegboards and lots of different storage solutions on it, so I shall just go through some of those with you now. So the beauty of these IKEA pegboards is that you can actually choose what storage solutions you want to use on them. And as you can see here, I've got some baskets and they come in as a set of 3 in different sizes. So I've got pastels and stencils and rulers all in that one. I keep in my remote controls in this one because I never know what I've done with them. They're also quite useful if you've got paintbrushes that you want to store. They do these great trays, which I find are really useful for like your bits of stationery. So I've got my Pritt sticks, which my kids are always after. Now they know where they're kept, which is fantastic. You know, hole punch, post-it notes, things like that. You can then get these lovely pots. These are fantastic. As you can see, I've got in all my pens, pencils. I've even got one for like my rubbers and indenting tools and things like that, which is fantastic. You can buy them in different colours sometimes, depending on what they've got available. Then you can get these long hooks, which are fantastic for keeping on all your tape and things, just having them to hand. It was one of the things I never knew really what to do with, and I could never ever find my masking tape. And then you can get a magazine rack. I've got this on here, although I just tend to dump stuff, if I'm totally honest, in here. So could probably be something more useful there in time, but for now it will do. I've got another basket here. I gave some of the smaller baskets to my kids because I've also got them for their rooms as well to help try and keep them tidy. I say try, obviously. They're children. And then I've just got some, like, you know, of my paints, my light, my little tripod thing. Any bits and pieces can fit in there. They're actually quite spacious. Another thing I've got from them is these pegs here, and on this one I've just got on my stickers, which I use on my products, my prints and commissions and things when I send them out. They also do like these little button hooks, which are great for hanging on like your scissors and things. As well as just talking about these pegs going back, this one I actually have attached. I cut a hole in the back of my box and attached the peg clip thing to it, so I can just hook my tissues on there as well, so they're not cluttering up my desk. They also do these fantastic pots that are see-through, and I like these ones because they're like little drawers that you can slide out. And in them I've got one for all like my bits of rubbers, and then another one for the electric eraser rubber, the replacement bits. As you can see, I have absolutely loads of these, and the reason being is because I was forever losing them and then buying new ones, but now I know where they are. On the other side then I've got some with string, and I actually have an empty pot I've not decided what to do with yet, which is rather nice. Then these little baskets are handy just for your bits and pieces, so I've got in some like just small pencil sharpeners, and I've got one for my, oh dear, I've knocked that off. As you can see, they do clip on quite easily and also come off quite easily. I've got on just for my memory cards. And then I've got another tray here with my Tic Tacs, you know, all the useful bits like my lip Vaseline and my Tic Tacs. But I also have on it like all my brush and pencil stuff and my knives and everything like that. So, I mean, you can use them for anything at all, really. The other great thing I just want to point out about these is that if you don't want to attach them to the wall, you can actually attach them to your desk with these desk brackets like I've got here, which hopefully you can just see, which aren't obtrusive. They're kind of tuck away underneath, really. And that is my unit, which is one of my favourite storage solutions. The other thing I just wanted to share with you is my trolley unit that I have. Now, I like this because I use this as like my little workstation next to my desk, and because it has wheels on it, I can move it anywhere basically. Now, this one is from IKEA. And it's got 3 levels. I like to use this top level to keep on trays of pencils that I'm using, my pencil sharpeners. I've also got a spare light on there. And then on my middle shelf, I like to keep on like my Frisket tracing paper. And then I've got some other sort of pencil cases and bits and pieces, and then the bottom just has on all sorts of stuff like some spare empty trays to use for collecting pencils, and my palette for when I'm doing my brush and pencil and stuff. And the other great thing about it is you can get these pots really cheap from IKEA. With these hooks over, and they hook actually rather nicely onto the trolley, so you can keep in pencils like I've got here, or your brushes, or whatever you want really. And like I said, because it's on wheels, I can just move it around to my heart's content, and I generally keep that next to my art desk, so that I've got all my bits and pieces to hand. I also just wanted to say you can get them from other places as well, such as Amazon. I've got this one just in another nook in my room. I don't like it as much as the one from IKEA. It's not quite as sturdy, and it's got these handles up at the end, which sometimes can be a bit annoying, but you know, it's useful, and it was about half the price, so you know. I use this one for keeping on obviously all my folders and my diaries and notebooks and bits and pieces, and then just all the random stuff that I don't really know what to do with in little baskets, which is quite handy. And again, at the bottom, some of my notebooks and some of these like spare pots when I'm not using them, and things like that. So these trolleys are very useful. They don't take up too much space. Everything is accessible on them, and they've got wheels so you can move them around. Well, thanks for watching. I hope that that has been useful or interesting for you. I'd love to hear about some of your storage solution ideas that you have. You know, I'm always looking for new ideas, so feel free to let me know. Next time we'll be looking at my work area where I do my drawing. So we'll have a look at my desk and easel and stuff so you can see my setup. Anyway, bye for now.